touch that fine for you. I do that 3 more times.
What is up, y'all, and welcome back to Qui Nichelle on the channel. Y'all know we talk about fashion, beauty, and life. And y'all, I am back with another cooking video. Y'all already have some of my stuff ready. Oh, before we get all into the good stuff, make sure that you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, never forget to tell a friend about Qui Nichelle, because y'all know how we do on the channel. Now, y'all, I am making some ribs. I don't know if I'm going to do a dry rub or if I'm going to do barbecue sauce. I haven't decided yet. But I do boil my ribs first. So I have a pot of water already on the stove. Let me turn y'all a little bit so y'all can see. I do already have a pot of water on the stove. I have it on high so that it can start boiling. And then I'll turn it down just a little bit. But I do like it on like a somewhat of a high boil, but not actually high the whole time. I'll boil them for about 30 minutes. And then what I'll do, because I'm cooking them in the oven, and I'm going to turn my oven on too. And I bake on 400 in my oven. I told y'all that several times. But again, if you have like an old school stove or a gas stove, I recommend 350. But in my opinion, these newer model flat surfaces do not get as hot as the older stoves. So that's why I bake on 450. I am going to season the water just a little bit, which I'm really only going to do an onion, some Worcestershire sauce, and some ham base. I am cooking pork ribs, I do believe they are. So I'll be using some ham base, cutting one onion, and then putting some Worcestershire sauce in the water. And that's just to give it a little bit of flavor while it is cooking. And then once I take them out of the water, I'll show y'all me seasoning them up. And I probably will go with barbecue sauce because the dry rub may be better on the grill, because I'm cooking these in the oven. So I probably will do barbecue sauce now that I'm thinking about it. But I will show y'all me seasoning the ribs and doing the barbecue sauce mixture that I do. And then I'll show y'all me putting them in the oven and all of that. I am doing some homemade potatoes and then some canned greens. So this dinner is somewhat simple. Altogether my ribs are cooked for about an hour and 30 minutes. Or maybe, I'll say maybe about an hour 15, because I boil them for 30 minutes, which essentially they get done. But you know they're not as tender as they should be. So once I do the oven cooking, well, baking in the oven, I'll do those for about 45 minutes or so. And those will completely become done. And definitely we always aim to have fall off the bone ribs. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm cooking the potatoes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of these up. I'm cooking the potatoes in my Instant Pot. And those are pressure cooked. I'm gonna put those in about 45 minutes. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my, and y'all know canned greens. Y'all know I do fresh greens and canned greens. It just depends on how I feel. Tonight, honey, I had some canned greens already in the pantry, so that's what we're rocking with. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my onion. And like I said, I have this already on high. The pot is getting hot. I'm gonna salt the water a little bit too to go ahead and help the water to start to boil. Not too much. And then I'm gonna put the lid on because that'll help you to start to boil too. Where is the lid? Oh. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna cut my onion. And y'all, I'm gonna put on gloves because I already cleaned the ribs and cut some of the fat off that I wanted off. And I cut a slab in half so it can be easier to fit in a pan to go in the oven. And y'all, I wear gloves sometimes when I'm dealing with meat, because as y'all can tell, my hands are very ashy. And that's because when I'm dealing with certain stuff that could be sticky, meat, or whatever, I wash my hands a whole lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this meal, honey, with gloves on. So let me bring y'all back. But y'all know how to cut an onion. Bring y'all down a little bit. And I'm gonna use the same knife I cut the ribs with because it's all going in there together. But I think y'all can see. I'll turn kind of to the side so y'all can see. Which we all know how to. Oh, y'all, this onion smells so good. I love the way onions smell, y'all. It smells so good. But I don't cut the onion in no certain type of way. I think I'm gonna do like 4 big chops and just put it in there. Cause it's literally just gonna boil and give it some flavor, you know, during the boiling. Now I do know that some people, they don't boil their like ribs and stuff like that. Some people just straight cook them raw. But I'm sure it would take a longer time without boiling. Plus, in my opinion, it's easier. And see, this is just 4 wedges, y'all. Nothing too extreme. The onions will break apart during the cook. I have 2 of these left, so I'm going to put both of them in there. So, yeah, and then I'm going to do some Worcestershire sauce in the water as well. So, give me a second. Okay, and I think I'm going to put the rest of this because it's only a little bit in there. So I think I'm just gonna put the rest in there. And y'all, this I've been using this for a pretty good while. But there is another seasoning that I haven't shown y'all, I don't think on the channel, that I used years ago, but I'm thinking about starting back using it. And that's the Dale like smoky season. Well, marinade, because it's a liquid. So I'm kind of on the lines of a Worcestershire sauce. But Dale's is good. I think it's a little bit saltier. So you got to be a little bit careful with the Dale's. But I think I'm going to start back using them because it really do give your meat a good flavor. But this is the best Worcestershire I've been using so far since I've been in this house. So this is how the water is looking, y'all, so far. And I could have put a little bit less, but it'll be okay. But this is how the water is looking, so it should be starting to boil in a minute. Okay. So I'm going to put the top back on that and let that do its thing. I am going to I'm going to go ahead and peel these, and then I'm going to rinse the potatoes off once the part that we're going to eat. Because I normally rinse the whole thing, but then I find myself rinsing them again after I cut the skin off. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and go ahead and cut them up. And then rinse them off before I put them in the pressure cooker. And this is 7 potatoes, but they are small to me. And plus, I'm going to make them like, I'm thinking about garlic mash, but I don't know yet. I don't know if baby wants some loaded or garlic or what. But I'm thinking about that, and I should I rinse them off in the bowl. But y'all, this is my little potato peeler. It had eyes in it, but this is old and they fell out. But y'all about to say like Kroger's or something for like $3 or $4. And y'all, I'm not good at cutting with a knife. Now I know if you old school, honey, you probably get that knife out and cut them up. My granny tried to show me how to cut an apple like that years ago. Y'all, I cut so much of the apple off till it was ridiculous. So I just don't even mess around with it, and I just got me a good old potato peeler. So that's what we doing here. This is the bowl to my Instant Pot. So I'm gonna put the potatoes in there, and then I'll rinse them off once I'm done. And I'm gonna play a little bit of music while y'all watch me peel the rest of these potatoes, y'all. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and rinsed out my potatoes, and now I have them in the pot that goes in the Instant Pot, and I'm gonna sit this in there. And y'all, my Instant Pot I actually love, and I've been having for a few years now. But y'all, this is the Instant Pot Duo Crisp plus air fryer. So y'all, this is an air fryer, and it does a pressure cook, saute, slow cook, steam, sous vide, air fry, roast, bake, broil, and dehydrate. And it also can just keep the food warm. So y'all, I love this Instant Pot. And this is the top for pressure cooking. So you got your little top here where the steam escapes. And then you have a button here that you press once it's, pressure cooking or whatever to release the steam. And then this is the top here for the air frying and stuff like that. So y'all, this Duo Crisp Instant Pot really is like, I think $200. I got this for $80 at random one day at Walmart. They only had like 4 of them out. And y'all, at that time, I wanted an Instant Pot. I mean, not an Instant Pot. I wanted an air fryer real bad. And then I said, well, this one do quite a bit of stuff, and it's $80, whatever. So I didn't even know this is $200 until I actually looked it up online, because I really didn't know Instant Pot products like that. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I cook my greens in this. I cook tenderloin in this. I cook the whole chicken in this. So much stuff. Potatoes. I never boil eggs in it, but they say you can. This can really do a lot of stuff. So y'all, if y'all find one of these, please get one if you like to cook or whatever. But this is really good, and this is, I think, the biggest one. I don't know how many quarts it is, but this is the biggest one I believe they make. But again, I caught this on sale, and this is a $200 kitchen gadget. And y'all, I really don't use the oven that much. So if baby was going to grill, which is raining today here, but if baby was going to grill, y'all don't even have to use the oven at all today. So I'm telling you, you can cook a lot of stuff in here, and really we'll have your stuff tender, like all the meat, like roast, all of that stuff fall off the bone. I mean, literally, I've cooked country ribs, and there's so much stuff I cooked in this and air fried it or whatever, or either baked it, chicken wings, I mean everything. But they're not sponsoring me, but I just want y'all to be up on game, because even if you don't know how to cook that well, you can put something in here and still come out with really tender food and really good food. So it's still a good kitchen gadget to have. But I'm gonna put these potatoes on pressure cook, and I'm gonna put them on an hour. Well, I'll put them on like 50 minutes, which they probably will be done before then. But I don't think a potato can be too done, if that makes sense. So you just control it with the temp and then the time right here, and then you press start, and then you just let it go. So once the pressure builds up on here, it will lock this top where you cannot open it until you hit that release button in the back. So with that being said, we already have our potatoes on. Again, we're doing canned greens, real simple. I'm not gonna put nothing in this probably besides seasoning, nothing too extreme. And y'all, I had to sweep the floor because when I peeled the potatoes, some of the potato skins got on the floor, so I had to throw those gloves away, of course, because I had to touch the broom. But it seems like this pot of water is about to boil. Hopefully y'all can hear that. But y'all, that's another thing. I've been having this on high since I started this video 19 minutes ago. And this water is just nothing to start to boil. So that's why I say these little new stoves, they are cute and, you know, fancy looking and all of that. But honey, them back in the day stoves cook way better to me than these little cute, you know, stainless steel, whatever stoves. Because there's no way that this water should be just not boiling in 19 minutes. That's crazy to me. But it is going to start to boil. It still ain't actually started boiling, but it's about to start because you can hear the little noise or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and put the ribs in there. And like I said, I just cut a slab in half. Cut the little membrane or whatever off the back, and some of the fat I cut off right here. But I'm going to go ahead and drop those in the water. And I'm going to put the top on. I'm going to set my kitchen timer for 30 minutes. So, y'all, I didn't even put the Nor on the potatoes. But I can do it when it come out. So sometimes I put it on there when I'm just now putting the potatoes inside of the Instant Pot. But since I forgot, I'm going to go ahead and just, well, the top ain't locked yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put some in there. And this is what they look like. So I went ahead and put some Nor in there. And then when I get done, like I said, if I'm doing garlic, I don't know if I'm doing garlic yet or if I'm doing loaded. Okay, so it's still ready. Start button still, you know, it says on. So it's still ready. It had not locked yet, so I didn't have to do nothing to it. So that'll start. I got the ribs on. Once that goes out for 30 minutes, then I'll be back to show you how I'm going to season the ribs and wrap them in the aluminum foil and bake them in the oven. Okay, y'all, so we are back. And I pulled the ribs off, which I need to pull them up. But this eye is still hot, y'all. But they're ready to come out. And I'm going to season them, and then we're going to wrap them up and cut them, let me get that onion off. Okay. So this is what they look like coming out of the water. And yes, they are technically done, but they are not tender. So that's where we're going to bake them in the oven for some additional time. And I hope y'all can see that. Okay, so we're going with onion powder. Can you please turn it on? Y'all, baby on the couch just, ugh. So we're going to go in with some onion powder. And yes, I'm going to season both sides. And I'm going to do some garlic herb seasoning. I never put this on the ribs, but it just seems like it'll taste good. So I'm gonna try it. Do you want garlic and herb on yours?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then we're gonna go in with garlic powder. I'm gonna do a little bit of crushed red pepper just for a little bit of spice, a little bit. We're gonna go in with some seasoning oil. And black pepper. And y'all, I told y'all before I like to mix the chicken bouillon even with pork and beef because it just gives it a good flavor to me. So I'm gonna put a little bit on there. And then I'm gonna get some barbecue sauce. Give me a second. Okay, so I have 2 of them that was already open in the refrigerator, and I went and got another one just to be safe. I'm gonna try to use. Oh, I need to do my concoction. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to mix some of this buffalo sauce or wing sauce, it says, in my barbecue sauce. And y'all, when I tell you, it's gonna bring that sauce to a whole nother level. I've been doing this for a few years now. So I just have, let me scoot y'all back so y'all can see. I'm just gonna put some in this measuring cup. And y'all, I don't even feel like messing with these. Ridiculous. We're just gonna put that in there. And y'all, I'm not about to beat this till every little drip come out. That's what I'm not gonna do. So we're gonna start on the next bottle. And that should be enough. It's only 1 slab. And I'm gonna mix it with a fork. So we're just gonna mix this up, as y'all can see me doing right here, and then I'm going to brush it on. And y'all, this is not mandatory, but even if I was cooking the ribs raw, like if baby was gonna grill them and we did it straight raw, I still would put the sauce on the whole time it's cooking, just to give it that good extra flavor, I should say. Okay, so that's mixed enough, and we're gonna take our little brush and we're just gonna brush it on. Brush it on. And yes, I'm gonna get it all over the ribs, the front and the back and the sides and all of that. And y'all, when I tell y'all, it's gonna be so fun. And y'all, let me tell y'all a fun fact. I don't even love to cook. I just know how to do it good. And I know that me and baby gotta eat. I mean, I like eating at home more than I like eating out because my food tastes better than a lot of restaurants. But I don't love cooking though, y'all. That's what's so crazy. Because I don't like if I had a lot of kids, well, I can't say that because I guess if I had a lot of kids, I would be used to cooking a lot. But if I had to cook like 10 slabs of ribs, a whole lot of buckets of greens and things like that, I wouldn't want to do that. So it's okay because it's just for me and baby. But let me season the front because we season in the front too. And we literally just doing the same seasonings. fresh red, and then the garlic. And it's that simple, y'all. It's really that simple. You really don't have to do much. Now, I don't know what it's like to not know how to cook, because I've been cooking for a very long time, and I learned at an early age, and I just tweaked a lot of things that I've done over the years, or like whatever somebody taught me, I put my own spin on it and stuff like that. But I've been cooking a long time, so I'm not really new to it. But I know some people just really don't know how to cook. But I like to think that I cook easy recipes. You don't have to do a whole lot of steps, but then again, to somebody who don't know how to cook, this might be a lot of steps. I don't know. Okay, so I think that's coated pretty good. Front to back and the sides. I'm gonna wash my hand, and then I'm gonna get some butter, and we're gonna wrap that up. And yes, I like to put butter on it because it just makes it like a better taste and tender. I don't know, I could be tripping, but I've been doing it for so long. I'm convinced it adds flavor. Okay, that's enough.
She putting in that work, my man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these, and I'm going to double wrap. And I just wrap it like this, very easy. And y'all, I had to run to the store to get some aluminum foil real quick at the dollar store. But I like to double wrap the ribs. Wow. Okay. This tape got stuck a little bit, but I got it on. Okay, so we're gonna pull out another sheet. I'm gonna wrap it like that. Just the same exact way. And I recommend getting heavy duty aluminum foil. And I'm gonna put these bone side down because I don't want this meat to like scorch or cook hard or anything like that. So we're gonna put them bone side down, and we're just gonna put them in the pan like this. I'm gonna do the same thing to the next half or whatever, and then I'll be back when we dealing with the potatoes because they got 5 minutes left.
Your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Okay, y'all, so y'all just saw the steam get let out of the Instant Pot, and I'm just gonna take the top off, and all right, they look good, y'all. Let me just show them to y'all. They look real good. So what I'm about to do now is drain some of the water off. It's not a whole lot of water, but I'm gonna drain some of it off. Okay, so I have that drained off. I think I'm gonna put these. Okay. So I have the water drained off. I'm gonna use my masher to mash it. I really drained all of it, but I'm gonna try to put this where y'all can see in there. I think y'all can see in there good. Okay, and I'm just gonna put my little seasonings, a little bit of salt, and garlic powder, and black pepper. I am going to put some minced garlic. We do have fresh garlic, but I really don't feel like doing that. Give me a second. So I'm going to do minced garlic, but we all know fresh garlic will be way better. And I'll say about 2 tablespoons or teaspoons, I guess. I don't know. 2 scoops of minced garlic. I am going to put this in there, and I think I'm going to cut the butter so it can melt a little bit quicker. But I am putting the rest of this stick of butter in there. And y'all, I might not even need, oh yeah, I don't even need the little smasher thing. The fork is gonna work just fine. As y'all can tell. And I like my potatoes a little bit thick. I don't necessarily like them all the way whipped, but you can do that, or mashed. You can do that if you like. And I'm going to put some heavy cream. You could use milk if you like, but I like heavy cream in the place of milk like 9 times out of 10. I'm also gonna put some sour cream in there. Do you want cheese potatoes or just garlic? So y'all heard that. I don't know what to do, y'all. I might put a little cheese in there. I don't know how much sour cream that was, but that much. And we're just gonna mix it up. As y'all can tell, let me see, try to get y'all closer. Okay, I think y'all can see all the way in there now. So these look good just like this, but I think I'm gonna put some cheese. Cause baby did say he wanted some macaroni and cheese, but I told him I was doing potatoes, so I may put cheese to give him his cheese fix for tonight. And again, these look real good. All right. So it's mashed potatoes, but it still has a little bit of chunks in there like I like. So that's done. I'm actually gonna taste it. That's good, y'all. That is so good, y'all. Literally, give me a second. So we can put this up because we never even had to use it. And that right there lets you know how tender the pressure cooker gets things. I didn't even have to use that little masher. I just used a fork to go ahead and, you know, smash up the potatoes. I don't know if I'm gonna put a little bit of I think it needs a little bit of salt though. Give me a second. You can taste them. I think I'm gonna put you some cheese in it because you wanted macaroni. And I'm always good with cheesy potatoes.
Come on off.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, so baby had to give him a little taste, but he didn't have his robe on, so we had to pause for the calls. Then we put in some shredded cheese.
All for the cows.
And y'all, that's the TV and baby y'all here in the background. Now you good. They know we're real and raw on the channel. So I'm just gonna put a little bit, not a whole lot of cheese. And I'm going to put the top back on and put it on keep warm. And that way it can just stay warm while the ribs are cooking. The ribs have 16 more minutes. I put them on 30 minutes after they were boiled and seasoned and all of that stuff, salted and wrapped. So, I mean sauced, not salted, sauced and wrapped. So I put them on 30 minutes for the oven. And then we're gonna do our greens, which y'all know the greens ain't nothing but literally putting them in a can, season it, and that's just it. But I'll be back probably when baby, well, I'll be back when I'm doing the greens. Give me a second. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and opened the greens, and I'm just gonna pour them in the pot. And I need to get a spoon. 1 second. Y'all know I always tell y'all to be careful with them can tops because you can cut yourself, honey. So I actually got another fork, but whatever, y'all know. So I'm just gonna let those cook literally the last 13 minutes now. And I'm gonna put the same seasonings pretty much. I don't really, these are my go-to garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper and salt. Excuse me, literally go on everything. So nothing too extreme. I have cooked bacon and put it in there before, but because we got pork ribs and all of that, we don't need bacon. That's another reason why I didn't do loaded mashed potatoes, because it would have had bacon in it. So I said we'll just do the garlic, and then baby said something about macaroni. So I said I'll give him his little cheese fix and make some cheese potatoes and garlic. And y'all, let me tell y'all something I discovered. I've been having this for a good while, and this is Mediterranean sea salt. This salt right here is, they say it's like the best because it's non-iodized, I think it's the word. So they're saying this is a good salt. But y'all, this salt it really is nothing like the iodized kind, because I've used some of this and it seems like I used a lot, but it never got salty. So I'm assuming this is the best because it's not, you know, running your blood pressure up and everything. But I just still like to put salt and stuff, even though I don't necessarily take salt unless I use a whole lot of this. But I've been having this for a few months, and I would recommend it because we all do need to be healthier to some degree, y'all know. And then I heard of pink Himalayan salt as well. I think I only used it like once, and I don't really know. I didn't use it long enough to know whether I liked it or not. but I heard that's really good for you as well. So we're literally gonna just let that hang out, do its thing. We'll stir that up when the timer goes off. So I'll literally be back when baby is doing the taste test. Okay, y'all, so I am done cooking. Baby is about to do the taste test. Go ahead, baby. Why you sitting there like a mannequin?
Don't wait on you, Jimmy. Go.
Crazy self.
Don't wait on you.
That's the the cheesy garlic mashed potatoes, the canned greens. And the ribs. You gotta be careful, that's hot, babe. Straight out of the oven.
Right out the bone.
Y'all see how tender that is?
Just like that. Yee. Okay.
Y'all can tell it is piping hot. You like this sauce, babe? All right. Okay, y'all, so that is the end of this video. Baby did his taste test as usual. And y'all saw how tender my ribs are. So, honey, take it from me. Boil your ribs for a little bit, then put them in the oven and like cook them, you know, moderate. And altogether they took about an hour to cook. So, and then everything else was fairly simple. As y'all saw, we did canned greens and the potatoes was in the pressure cooker for 45 minutes. So that is the end of this video, y'all. Make sure that you do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, never forget to tell a friend about Qui Nichelle, because y'all know how we do on the channel. And y'all already know, honey, we are out.